Look at how he pull up. Oh man, Pete, he's really mad now.
Don't call me E-Miles, it's they, because I am literally two ninjas!
I know y'all read the title. This is gonna be a very different kind of video. The first draft of this video I recorded the exact same time I recorded Black Suit Spider-Man, but it's been a month since then, and as time has gone on, the story of Spider-Man 2 has seriously begun to sour on me. Not to mention the game just went 07 at the Game Awards. Oh nah, this game's getting cooked right now. They bodying my idol. I'ma go nerd analysis mode and get into why Venom in this game doesn't really work. I know y'all watch my videos to get hyped, so we gonna go for the stuff that I enjoy first. DJ, play my shit. So the scene starts and this man Harry is tweaking like he lost his vape. He itching for the next hit like crazy. It's like Venom not having something to eat. He's about to start spazzing. Hulk's loose in the AMP house. Look, Harry, I know you need this, but we have to destroy it.
So you can have your Emerald Pass, but I can't?
I'm not gonna lie, bro. He's spitting.
And then he immediately gets juiced up. See, now this is low-key crazy. When it was Eddie Brock, it made sense that Venom was buff as hell, because Eddie Brock is brolic. Look at him. But we going from Toothpick Harry to 8'4" Giannis built Venom. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of insane. We gonna let it rock though. They animated bro so clean. Spider-Man and Venom get to square off, and I started getting flashes back to the animated series. I was like, this about to be one for the books, is what I would be saying, until I heard this. Oh my god, bro. Can you shut up? Just let bro run the fade. This gotta be the only time I'm actually mad at a fictional father being there for their son. Once I actually want to see niggas box, now y'all care? Shut up. Let him cook. Venom hits chase down on Peter and then lifts him up. And he's all like,
look at you, Peter. Don't you wish you were black?
well, technically, you're not actually black.
Shut up, bitch.
You telling me this man got thrown into some boxes and got laid out? And y'all was coming at me in the last video for saying he was nerfed. Cope, buddy! Your goat moving like Celtic Shaq right now. Straight basura. Seek help. Norman sees Venom tweaking. He's like, great, my son's a cripple and he's black. Get that shit off him. It calls for a non-lethal assault. And once I saw this, I already knew Venom was about to go on a kill streak. I was like, oh yeah, we getting the greatest cutscene of all time. Until it switched to this angle. And I was like, hold on.
Wake up,
It's me, nigga! But nah, no lie, bro. This is one of the best parts of the game. Not only did it completely catch me off guard, it was so fun beating these niggas' asses as Venom. Out here sprinting through corridors like I'm the Hulk. Not only were the finishers insane as well, but you were able to hit these 80-inch ass verts anywhere? Nah, this shit was a little too fun, bro. But while you spazzing as Venom, he makes it down to the streets of New York. And that's where he meets his next op. And you got Craven ready to box this nigga on sight. He immediately threw that spear at his cranium. Turned and we see this nigga standing in the distance, clean as hell. Pose was so hard, even Venom had to take a flick. But he ain't get no photo creds. Instead, we got this weak ass caption.
Posted up in New York with no ops. These animals never met a monster.
Man, if you don't get your little lame ass up, nigga. But once Craven saw that Venom is just like me, 8 foot tall and 300 pounds of nothing but straight African meat, he was like, nah, I ain't doing this shit. And cheat shots Venom. And as we all know, symbiotes are weak to fire. And I really thought the symbiote was gonna scatter off and Harry had to box this nigga with a cane. But nah, this ain't no weak ass version of the symbiote. Look at how he pull up. Y'all see him? That's the aura they speak of in Legends. My nigga looking clean. And then we get the Craven boss fight, and this is an incredible fight. But think about this game, it did not miss with the bosses whatsoever. It was hit after hit after hit. And this one especially was one of my favorites. It was a quick little fight though, nothing crazy. Venom picks up Craven. I know his old funky ass was enjoying it. Sick old man, you think I forgot? Nah, bruh, you was a freaky ass nigga. Venom yeets Craven across the city with this elite ass throw. He wasting his talents. And then he bites his head off. This threw me off guard. I was not expecting this amount of violence in a Spider-Man game. But when he died, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little hurt. I hit that.
Boy, ain't no fucking way, boy.
Because I wanted to see more of The Last Hunt adapted so bad. I was getting delusional at that point. But like a wise man once said, it is what it is. And we keep it pushing. Harry gets back to his senses and he hits the Optimus.
What have I done.
What does any real man do when they have done wrong in this world? Run to their mommy. To some real niggas such as myself, that mommy is a bad bitty. But we all know Harry got nothing to his name. No riz, no swag, no hoes. So we had to go see his mother from 6 feet under. And that's when we get this.
Look at them, Harry. While you were gone, this Ice Spice lady took over the streets, asking you to be a munch. Yet these dotties have no BBLs in sight.
I see it, not a single one. These hoes is trifling.
But don't worry, Harry. We are going to heal the world, one ass at a time.
That's exactly how it happened in the game, no cap.
Nah.
And after this, you would think that we'd have a generational Venom run, and that is simply where the problems start. But before we even get to all that, we gotta talk about the next big Venom scene. And that's when Harry pulls up on MJ while she's on the phone with Peter, hitting this light-skinned ass pose straight mean mugging. You scaring the hoes, bruh. Peter saw his girl get blacked in his face, got hit with the Atom 22. Peter hit that. Fuck that! Got to zoom in. I'd have never seen a nigga traverse through New York this quick. Pulled up to Aunt May's crib ready to air that bitch out. I know you was fest. Hello, Peter. Nice of you to join us. I was gonna put your girl on blacked, but I don't know. Your girl just looks so much uglier from the last time I saw her. Is it the ponytail? I hate you. I'm gonna assume it's the ponytail. And for 3 minutes straight, my boy Harry just started yapping just like these. I couldn't even tell you what's going on anymore. But that yapping gets put to a close when Peter calls him by the wrong pronouns. Harry, you have to let him go. He's controlling. Do not call him he. I go by they, them. Peter, because I am literally
Two niggas.
And then we get this clean wallpaper moment, and I was getting flashes back to Spider-Verse where they were boxing in Aunt May's house. I was like, oh nah, we about to get a banger. Venom strikes at Peter, and tell me why MJ hits the Piccolo. I mean, if you don't get your lame ass on somewhere, bruh, he's Spider-Man, he'll be alright. Normally I'd go on a tirade straight flaming ass, but I'm not gonna lie, MJ kinda cooking with this one. She knows this man has no hands, no skill, no talent, just trash at boxing unless she's harmed. I gotta commend the self-awareness. This nigga's a vlogger if it isn't for pussy. And because she took the hit, she gets dragged, and Peter looks up to see Venom giving her all 19 inches. I was like, no! Why you do that? That's my guy! I know little bro was on the floor so mad he couldn't believe his eyes. He gets back to the living room and sees Venom's baby mama scream. And Peter looks up distraught. Venom done niggified his girl, and they don't even get to talk, and Scream hits him with the willow, whipping her hair and taking him out the crib. Peter and Scream square up on the block. They ready to spaz out, causing traffic and all. And this was an incredible fight. MJ was talking wicked the whole time. She was out there telling my boy he got L strokes and no motion. I was like, nah, that's a sad case. And not only that, she was straight greasing my nigga. Like, peep this. Once that fight ends, that wraps up the good stuff for me. Now I can get to complaining. Let me put the glasses on and we about to get in. Now, the main problem with this story for me is time. I feel like so much story needed more time, especially the symbiote portion. It's actually insane, which is why right when I finished the game, I said Spider-Man 1 story ran laps around this one. I mainly see the time complaint on Black Suit Spider-Man, but I see it as a bigger issue for Harry, especially post-Venom. We do not have enough time to justify this switch from him wanting to help people to him taking over the world and making everyone aliens. It really feels like I missed a chapter or something. Now, this could come down to multiple things. First, how the symbiote is handled in this game, being treated like a completely different entity as opposed to amplifying already hidden feelings, which is a whole other issue on its own. But my main thing is that there isn't time for us to be emotionally invested in these characters. Like Harry trying to take over the world. Okay. And the reason isn't rooted in anything I'm emotionally invested in. And they had the fundamentals too. The Emily May Foundation is a great idea. I'm with that. But how it's handled in the game, it's not nearly enough to make me believe this whole healing the world shtick. You compare the Life Foundation to Feast from the first game, where you spend so much of the game exploring and helping around within this foundation, and it wasn't nearly as important to the story as Emily May. I feel like that's extremely crazy. And the one thing that I was invested in, being Peter and Harry, it don't even feel like he mad at Peter for real. If anything, he still mess with the nigga. Like, bro, he was hoeing you the whole game, and it feels like Harry don't even care at all. And besides that, there's just things that happen with Venom as a character that makes absolutely no sense. sense. Like Venom saying this in his fight with Peter. This don't even make sense at all. This is the nicest version of Norman I done ever seen. I grew up where this nigga was acting like this.
Do what you need to with her, then broom her fast.
My go. But nah, in this game, Norman is only thinking about Harry. I don't even know why he feels like this. They needed to be fleshed out a lot more. Expanding their relationship not only helps Harry, but also Norman. Because although he was done great, I feel like he was lacking a lot in this game. I ain't gonna yap about it though. I'm gonna put it up on the screen because this is not about you, nigga. Sit down. And like I told y'all in the last video, not only was I playing this on Spectacular, these symbiotes were just pissing me off. They were promoting this whole fight the entire time for Spider-Man 2. And I don't even get to play as two spider niggas? Are you kidding me? I was looking at this picture for months. I was thinking we was gonna brawl with Venom in the middle of New York, swinging through shit in all. But nah, you know what I get? Probably the worst final boss I done ever seen with this atrocity of a suit. Sidetrack, because I gotta talk about this, bro. We was gearing up for this final boss, and we really had Peter sitting posted up talking about some.
The fuck I be without my slate? What the fuck I be without that get?
Who the fuck is this nigga?
That's how you know everyone in Insomniac is white as snow. Really made this costume and you're like, huh, you can see his nigga naps, right? Like I won't blow up their whole facility, nigga. Come outside, I'm posted. My fault, bro. I've been holding that for like 3 months. Back on topic. But yeah, this final boss just sucks so bad. Peter versus Harry was alright, but again, it's either Harry saying things that make no sense or he doesn't even feel like the same character. And then we get to Miles versus Venom. Oh, brother. Everyone has already complained about this fight and how Miles has no reason to even be fighting Harry because they only spoke once. And although yes, that is a huge problem, that is not why this fight fails. It just isn't a good fight. Because you could have an incredible climactic battle with two characters that have never spoken beforehand. You want an example? I'm glad you asked. DJ, play my shit. You ask any Dragon Ball fan their top 10 favorite fights in the series, Goku and Frieza is in there. It is one of the most iconic battles in fiction. And you want to know what's crazy about it? Goku and Frieza did not speak a single word before this fight, and yet it still works so well. Number one, even though these two characters don't know each other, we as the audience are so emotionally invested in seeing these two fight, it doesn't even matter. You can name like 50 reasons why you'd want Goku to win, and you could name like 50 reasons why you'd want Frieza to lose. You compare that to Miles and Venom, there's nothing personal at stake for Miles, and you just want to see Harry lose because he's evil. There's nothing at stake here. And I see people complain that Miles and Harry also have nothing to talk about in their fight and have no chemistry, but again, that could be built up in the fight as well. They just squandered every opportunity for it. There's a part in the fight where Miles literally asked Harry about his mom, and that actually could have led to some chemistry, some development between the two. But Harry does the basic villain thing where he laughs it off and he's like, she wants to help me type shit. I don't even know, bro. And then they get back to regular ass banter. And you compare this to Goku and Frieza, every single action, every single piece of dialogue adds to their chemistry and their relationship to each other. This fight starting with two people who are just fighting for the principle, and at the end of it being two men that want to see each other dead. And this repeatedly shows itself throughout the fight. Goku just being Goku is so naive it actively annoys Frieza throughout the fight. Goku being the insane individual that he is, instead of having basic hero villain banter, is giving this nigga free training mid-fight just so he can enjoy himself more. Even mid-fight dialogue that has been said in any anime ever is done in a way to progress these two's relationship. Now, are these two completely different mediums? Yeah, but it just goes to show that dialogue can take you a long way. There's a reason why the lizard fight is praised so much. That one had great dialogue. It carries a lot of the emotional weight in that fight. But here, not only was the setup of the fight horrible, nothing happens in the fight that makes you want to care either. But let's say you somehow didn't care about Doc Ock wanting revenge on Norman in the first game. You're gonna tell me with a straight face you didn't want to lay his ass out when it was revealed he knew it was Peter the whole time? And if you said no, it's a lie! I know you! And what does Venom get in comparison? He gets wings. I don't know, bro. That's it. Like when it came to the emotional investment in the final boss, they hit this like a Jordan Poole brick. You are not Curry, brother. But yeah, man, final boss sucked. That's like the only time you see Venom in game besides the beginning, which is why I called the video mid. And yeah, especially now that I let the game sit with me, I feel like there's a whole 4 or 5 hours of the story just missing. With the beginning being mad slow, I thought they were going to take their time with this plot, but if anything, it was rushed as hell. But all in all, I still mess with Venom. He cool. This is still a great game. You ask me with Spider-Man I prefer though.
Wake up, filthy.
Hey, it's like you got come in peace. Today I want war. time I had to strike myself in the store, no, I be on lean. Since you left, it's been codeine galore. On pretty pink cups everywhere I go. This ain't a dream no more.